यहाँ पर बहुत ही एक अच्छी और बहुत बड़ी बात कही, जो सीखने वाली बात है जेनजी के लिए, हम छात्रों के लिए, यहाँ जो मौजूद स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनके लिए। सोशल मीडिया को आपको बहुत ही ज़्यादा सीरियसली नहीं लेना है। सोशल मीडिया को आप एंटरटेनमेंट के तौर पर देखें तो आपके लिए बेहतर होगा, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे हैं जो सोशल मीडिया कमेंट्स को बहुत सीरियसली ले लेते हैं, पर्सनल ले लेते हैं। तो ये आपको करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, जैसा कि रामलाल जी ने कहा। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका। और इसी के साथ अब मैं पोडियम पर बुलाना चाहूँगी खाद्य एवं नागरिक आपूर्ति मंत्री सुमित गोदारा जी को। आप प्लीज़ आएँ और एजुकेशन को लेकर, शिक्षा को लेकर कुछ शब्द और अपने विचार दर्शकों के सामने रखें।
राम राम सा, नमस्कार। आज एजुकेशन कॉन्क्लेव में उपस्थित all the distinguished guests, intellectuals, and all those coming from education who are transforming Rajasthan, bringing a great harbinger of change in Rajasthan. To all them, to Honorable Ramlalji Sharma, pioneer in not only student politics but also as a legislature. We were with him in last assembly, and as the elder brother, he used to always take care of us. G family, Shri Maniji Sharma, and all the staff of GTV. Well, the topic is Education Conclave, and as Ramlaji said, that there is constant change happening in education. So as the saying goes, change is the law of nature, and change in life cycle is inevitable. So changes are part of life, and what we are going through, not only all over the world, in India as in Rajasthan, I will congratulate G, and besides G, I will congratulate all those education institutions which have come up in Rajasthan. And I will congratulate them. The reason, as a parent of two sons, and as growing up in Rajasthan, I remember those 90s when our schoolmates, buddies used to go to out of state for having their degrees. They used to go to Maharashtra, they used to go to Karnataka. But in last 20 years, all these things have stopped. And these things have stopped because so prestigious institutions have come up in Rajasthan. I will congratulate them, and I will say that they keep on spreading the torch of education all over Rajasthan. And now, the other challenge which is coming, and which is a good thing which the central government has taken decision, is that private foreign educational institutions have been allowed in India. And that's a great change. And that change will bring more competition. And more competition means those institutions which are running Rajasthan have to be पैर से पैर कदम मिलाकर उनके साथ चलना पड़ेगा। और ये अच्छी बात इसलिए कि विदेशों में कितने भारतीय स्टूडेंट हर साल जाते हैं, और ये विषय अलग है कि वो क्या उस शिक्षा से क्या कर पाते हैं, वो विषय अलग है, पर वो बहुत बाहर जाते हैं। तो ये इंस्टीट्यूशंस खुलेंगे तो इंडिया में भी सहूलियत मिलेगी पढ़ने के लिए, और हमारे भी जो फॉरेन का क्रेज़ है वो भी कहीं ना कहीं कम होगा कि वहाँ की यूनिवर्सिटीज़ यहाँ खुलेगी, तो जो फॉरेन एक्सचेकर में हम काफ़ी लूज़ कर रहे हैं वो भी कहीं ना कहीं बचत होगी। अब टॉकिंग अबाउट माई दैट आई एम स्टैंडिंग हियर, आई ओ ऑल दिस टू माई एजुकेशन। आई स्टडीड इन स्कूल where not only education was important, but the foremost thing was important was that we used to play sports. And not only sports, we used to have SUPW activities. मनीष जी, आजकल SUPW एक्टिविटीज़ ख़त्म ही हो गई है। स्कूल में कहीं कोई काम नहीं कराया जाता, काम कराते ही पेरेंट्स पहुंच जाते हैं। हमें वो दिन याद है, when I used to be in school, if in our ground we used to be taken, it was a good school with a large campus, and in a ground we used to be taken for one period that you have to pick up the stones which are in the ground. So these small activities and other activities we used to be taken for 3 days outside from class 9 to 12th, and we used to watch all those religious places, temples. We used to stay outdoors for 3 days. The point why I'm raising is this: the difference between me and my sons, which I have noted, is that they study in the same school. If anything is lying on the ground, I'll pick up, and they won't just pass by with touching the legs, but they won't pick up. So what I'm trying to say is that I was listening to previous speakers, they were talking about AI and everything. That's good. But still one thing which will always be that we have to work hard. Hard work will always be needed. And hard work with practicality. We have seen many students, my batchmates also, those who were toppers, but in practicality of life, they weren't successful. So just what education institutions are teaching is not just only to mug up and be a topper, but how to be a better man. And man is that to be socializing, to be among the society, that what you have to do in society. Just being a good doctor, engineer, any professional success doesn't mean that you may be a good human who may always be ready to help to people. So this inculcations in habit of us has to be brought through education institutions. Now, taking small points of what I have been given by G regarding topics, about few topics, I won't take much time. AI is beyond my imagination. I generally, if you ask me, I will say that I'm more of a worker type rather than AI, because this is, as I've seen, I'm still old style, reading books of paper. That keeps thing in my mind. If you go through mobile, 100 better things, but you won't remember a single thing. So that's happening always. And still, I see young girls, even in my family, I always call my sons, they go through, we are reading this man, but I don't think they remember anything. It goes, comes and goes. Another thing which I'm asked to talk is about how the government is transforming education. Well, we talk about basic education, going not from technical to basic education. Well, I'm coming from a rural background, Unkransar in Rajasthan, Bikaner desert area. We have seen those times where there were schools were till only 8th. But I do say the thing which have transformed education in Rajasthan is that when in 2003 to 8, the government was here in Rajasthan of BJP, and under Honorable Madam Vasundhara ji, all schools were promoted from 8th to 10th. And during 2013 to 18th, there were 4,988 schools promoted in single order from 10th to 12th. That was in 2014. Now, what changes it has brought? Those kids, girls, those who were studying in schools used to leave after 8th. Those, if there was 10th, they used to leave after 10th. Then schools were open till 12th, girls started studying, and boys generally used to do, these parents used to send them to like Bikaner headquarters where we belong. So what happened, they used to spend every month 5,000 during those time on a kid. He used to take, rent a room, cook for himself, 2-3 brothers used to study with him, so that was the thing. Now how it has changed in Rajasthan, opening of those 12 schools have led to a dramatic change in Rajasthan's education, and the result is that we are having one of the largest civil services cracking in India are coming from Rajasthan. That is one of the reasons was those 12 schools which were opened 12 years back. And majority of them are coming from rural background. I can say from my area, where we used to not think of having doctors also, we are having so many IAS, IPS coming up. And that's because schools were open. And another thing which impacted due to these schools which are open in villages, child marriage, which was in ample every time in marriage season, we used to have child marriages. Nowadays, you don't have no child marriages taking place because all girls have studied till 12th. And what this education has really transformed is this when schools are open. Now, another challenge for this, for G, which I'm saying is that thinking beyond just medical, engineering, or other courses, when I go to many places in Rajasthan, I see where tourism having so much of space, so much of India, Rajasthan being such a good in tourism, and when we see other places like Kerala and other, they have formed themselves as a God's own country, we see so much of scope here in hotel and tourism. We still don't have any good institutes in hotel and tourism. Just providing degrees is something different, but really training hardcore, teaching to students what they can do with this. And when I go through, when Rajasthan is transforming into a solar hub, we don't find any institutions which are providing education in solar energy. Not a single. And look at these Scandinavian countries, Norway, Finland, they are the pioneering that. As countries as small as Bikaner division. So that is thing which you have to do. मेरा कहने का अर्थ है कि हमें आगे बढ़ना चाहिए, क्योंकि इतनी बड़ी, जैसा आप कह रहे थे कि 90 करोड़ की हमारी पॉपुलेशन है जो काम करने वाली है, पहले तो उनमें हमें बेसिक जो कल्चर, बेसिक हमें स्कूल से जो और एजुकेशन में दिया जाए कि हार्ड वर्क की आदत डालने की। हम कहीं ना कहीं आलसी होते जा रहे हैं, ये भी एक दूसरा पहलू है हमारे, कि हम एज ए सोसाइटी जो जनरेशन जो थोड़ी ईजी हुई है ये जनरेशन ये वाली, तो दे आर नॉट सो हार्ड वर्किंग, एंड विच इज़ क्वाइट रेजेस अ रेड फ्लैग, बिकॉज जो लोग प्रोग्रेस कर चुके वो कर चुके, पर अब इस जनरेशन को हार्ड वर्क करने के लिए हमें जरूर प्रेरित करना चाहिए। और साथ में एक जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट, जैसे स्पोर्ट्स की एक्टिविटीज़ है, तो स्पोर्ट्स इज़ नॉट अबाउट विनिंग मेडल्स, जो हमें एक टेंडेंसी सब में है कि जस्ट वी हैव टू विन मेडल, तो दैट इज़ नॉट द पॉइंट। स्पोर्ट्स इज़ अबाउट यू नॉट ओनली अ फिजिकल, इट हेल्प्स यू, बट ऑल्सो मेंटली इट हेल्प्स यू टू बी फिट। And another thing which I found lacking nowadays in education is about general knowledge aptitude test. The quizzes which used to be 20 years back, which are quite common during those times, we don't find this. So that breeds inquisitiveness among students to learn more and more. And that always becomes a part of our personality, to learn more and more, to learn new things. So that should also be in every institution, I think, whether it's private, you should always have such competitions among classes every year, so that students try to, that he reads something, he reads some books, there's some competition, I will make a mark there. Or just about subjects is very easy, but about these things, what's happening in the world, what about any subject, we used to have those time during quizzes, because I was a keen quizzer during my time, so I remember that I think that I owe this success, whatever in my life, coming from a humble background, being my father a doctor to being a cabinet minister here, it was all, I say, it's all about education. This is, as Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful tool in hand of mankind, and I am quite an example of thanking all for this, and I am giving my good wishes to you.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सर, आपने अपनी बातें रखी। यहाँ पर कुछ पॉइंट्स जो हैं वो बिल्कुल सही कहा सर आपने कि मेहनत का कोई विकल्प नहीं है। अगर आपको आगे बढ़ना है, कितना भी एआई आ जाए, टेक्निक्स बहुत हैं, लेकिन आपको मेहनत तो करना ही होगा। साथ ही साथ आपने एक और बड़ी बात कही कि अब क्विज नहीं होते और इस तरह के एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट नहीं होते जो पहले होते थे। तो अब एक बार फिर से इसकी शुरुआत करने की ज़रूरत है, क्योंकि हम स्मार्ट तो होते जा रहे हैं, लेकिन जो एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट्स होते थे उसके बाद जो बच्चों का इंटेलिजेंस है वो और अधिक बढ़ता था। इसकी ज़रूरत है और उम्मीद है जल्द से जल्द अब इसकी भी शुरुआत एक बार फिर से होगी। आगे बढ़ेंगे कार्यक्रम में और हमारे साथ कुछ यहाँ पर गेस्ट मौजूद हैं, उन्हें मैं मंच पर बुलाना चाहूँगी, जिन्हें जी राजस्थान सम्मानित करना चाहता है। कावेरी मीना जी SBI से हमारे बीच मौजूद हैं और उन्हें मोमेंटो देकर सम्मानित करें। और हमारे मुख्य अतिथि मंच पर मौजूद हैं मंत्री सुमित गोदारा जी, रामलाल शर्मा जी और मनीष सर। प्लीज़ मोमेंटो देकर आप कावेरी मीना जी को सम्मानित करें। और अगला नाम प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर प्रदीप कुमार शर्मा, जो कि रजिस्ट्रार हैं एंड प्रोवोस्ट हैं UEM जयपुर से। आपका भी मंच पर बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सर। जी राजस्थान आपको भी सम्मानित कर रहा है। आप लोगों ने जो उत्कृष्ट योगदान दिया शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में और लगातार जिस तरह से आप काम कर रहे हैं, उसके लिए जी राजस्थान आपका आभार व्यक्त कर रहा है। इस सम्मान के जरिए हम आपका आभार व्यक्त करते हैं। साथ ही साथ गहलोत क्लासेस से हमारे पास रिप्रेजेंटेटिव शिव दयाल सर, आपका भी बहुत स्वागत मंच पर और जी राजस्थान आपको भी सम्मानित कर रहा है। तो ये वो तमाम मेहमान जिनको जी राजस्थान आज सम्मानित कर रहा है। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, आप लोगों ने अपना कीमती समय हमें दिया और इस कार्यक्रम में आए। जी राजस्थान के एजुकेशन कॉन्क्लेव को आपने इतना शानदार बनाया। और इसी के साथ हमारे जो मुख्य अतिथि है, मेहमान है मंत्री सुमित गोदारा जी, मैं चाहूँगी मनीष सर से कि आप उन्हें भी मोमेंटो दें और सम्मानित करें, वो इस कार्यक्रम में आए। सर आपका बहुत बहुत आभार, आपने अपना कीमती समय हमें दिया। आपका समय बहुमूल्य है, हम जानते हैं, और ये कार्यक्रम आगे भी जारी रहने वाला है। आपको बता दें एक और पैनल डिस्कशन है AI को लेकर, और चर्चा हम करेंगे, एजुकेशन को लेकर और बातचीत करेंगे। और इसी के साथ रामलाल शर्मा जी जो वरिष्ठ नेता है BJP के, वो भी मंच पर मौजूद हैं। मनीष सर से मैं आग्रह करूंगी उन्हें भी आप मोमेंटो दें, उन्हें भी सम्मानित करें। और ये कार्यक्रम ऐसे ही जारी रहने वाला है, आगे हम बढ़ेंगे और एक पैनलिस्ट यहाँ पर और आने वाला है जिससे हम चर्चा करने वाले हैं। और प्रदेश में बदलाव शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में कैसे